Hello, ladies. I am back. And I don't know if you watched my first episode of this series, which is Trashy to Treasures Thursdays. Kathy's World is hosting it and inspiring us all to get to our stashes of recycling and anything you got around. Kind of slow your roll in shopping. Don't worry about getting something new. Let's work with what we got, and recycling is part of that. So I had done a few paper bag projects where I embossed them, made pockets out of them, and used cardboard. And this is a paper towel roll cut in half, right? Cut open and laid out. And then I put some um, texture paste through a stencil. So that's how I ended up with all of this texture on here, is either embossing with the embossing folder or putting texture paste. This is both. This is embossed with the folder and put texture paste on it. And this is cardboard. So I have several different things here that we can kind of go to the next level, right? Because it's really awesome to say, oh my gosh, look, you guys, here's stuff. You can do some stuff with it. But what do we really, let's go to all the way to the end, okay? Let's make it and see what we end up with. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to use various different sprays, and I'm going to need some paper towel to cover up some of my area, because I will tell you, ladies, I'm a messy, messy girl. Messy crafter. I will get stuff everywhere. I know me. I've done it before. I'll do it again. This is rose quartz dilutions. Let me get my gloves on. I do not want to mess with my nails. So I have a box of gloves right here. Does anyone else work with gloves when they're doing the mixed media? It used to be I didn't worry about it too much, but I'm getting more and more into more permanent types, like the alcohol ink sprays are definitely more of a permanent ink, and it's a little harder to get off. But let's go ahead and get some color in there. I would have normally done gesso on this, so I'm showing you what it would look like if we don't use gesso, right? So now you can see, well, how the ink hits the modeling paste and does a different reaction to it than the actual, was it like a cardboard paper or a stiff paper? Now here is, the first one was the rose quartz. This is oxide spray and salvaged patina. So it's kind of going to end up being a teal and pink look, which is a very popular shabby chic look, right? So how fun is that going to be? I'm going to use a paper towel to blot. Now we will do one with actual gessoed, and you'll see it works much better. But this is good for us all to see. All right. Okay. So now I am going to let this dry, and then I'm going to stencil some more on top. I'm going to use some more pastes and things that I have around here, right? And so I'm going to let that dry, and let's gesso this one. Now gesso can come in clear or white or black, or you can color it yourself. This is a clear gesso here. Let's try this one, and then we'll use the white one. Oh, this one is perfectly almost done, which is great because I love to finish a bottle if I can. Okay, so there's a clear gesso on top of brown paper bag with texture paste on top. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry. I'm going to grab a different one. Grab this cardboard one. Now we are going to use white gesso on this one. So I'll be excited to see you guys use the hashtag and show Kathy and I some of the different ways that you can come up with trashy to treasures ideas and projects, right? So this is an open collab. Everyone is welcome to join. Your project needs to be either recycling or upcycling in some way to qualify. And then if you would upload your video on Thursdays with the hashtag, that would be great. So look at that. That is the white. This is the clear. Come on, camera. There we go. So now I will go around and do things I'm not supposed to do, which is go ahead and spray this, even though it's not dry, right? I'll do that. And it'll be fine. This is gessoed with some texture paste on it. I'm going to use my heat gun. It makes a really pretty, almost lavender color. Very shabby chic. So remember, we're just working with a piece of cardboard that had been embossed. And then added texture paste on top and then sprays. Just gotta get that dry. This pink and patina is gorgeous together, you guys. Absolutely gorgeous. There we go. See how everything reacted the same with the ink, right? Versus this one. Do you see how the ink did not change the cardboard background and only slightly colored the modeling paste? So I want you guys, when you're asking yourself, well, why do I need gesso? There's the difference right there. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and paint some white gesso on here so that we have it ready to go. That clear is still drying. It's a little bit different texture background to it. I don't use it in the same way as I would use the white. Plus, I think the white getting blended in with the colors kind of make them a pastel. So it works well for what I'm trying to do, which is a really pretty kind of teal and pink, shabby chic, feminine feel. So we'll see. We'll see how this all works out. Okay, so now the cool thing is there's alcohol ink on there, and the alcohol ink bleeds up into the gesso. So there's still even a little bit of pink coming through. You probably can't see it that well, but it is there. Okay. And put this one away. We're only going to do a bit, ladies. We're not going to do a ton because a lot of other videos to see today. I'm sure there's the Twinchy Thursdays out there and Trashy Thursday, not Trashy Thursday, which there is Trashy Thursday, but the Thrifty Thursday. So absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Pastel. So sweet. Now this is a paper towel roll, ladies. Remember that you are working with the most simplest thing that you almost everybody has paper towels. If you don't have them at home, if you're more of a cloth towel person, then maybe they're at work and you can grab the roll from there. This is just really, really pale and beautiful. You see that? What a beautiful background. Now, let's do a couple things. One is that we want to use, I'd like to use this right on it. And then we'll layer up with the next thing, if I can find some stencils. You guys, I have not been putting things away properly, of course. Might not find a stencil, but I can definitely do this. So if you remember correctly, or remember back to and watch the video, I used this, I put ink on it and I made lines with it, background lines. I'm going to break up that area there that's connected so that I do just get lines. Right. And then I'm thinking paint on here for one thing. And then I can always make another one. Let's have fun. Let's do things we don't normally think about doing. Now, this black ink may come up, and that'll be okay, right? That will be okay. We'll make it work. So I'm painting this cardboard, corrugated cardboard, with a pink. This probably won't show up well, but it's in the background. We can layer up from there. So there's that. It actually, do you see the black came through with it? Perfect. Not too black, not too pink. Just background. And that's what this is for, is the layering process. I've done a series back in my Facebook groups about 7-layer challenge. I think 7 layers is a good amount of layers for a project to get yourself feeling like you're really appreciating and understanding what layers can do, how deep you can get it, how deep in there you can see into the background if you keep doing the layers. So I'm just going to pop this on here to finish it off like that. So that's a piece of cardboard that is out of the garbage, you guys, and we've already got some really fun background work, right? Okay, so let's do some dots, and we'll do those with this bright pink. Try to do it lightly, but you know me, we'll just do part of it so that it doesn't end up, if we don't love it, we don't have the whole thing going, right? So this is Catalyst by Princeton. It's art tool, and I find the things from the Dollar Tree work just as well, so you do not need to spend the money. But if you want to, they do work well. Okay, so this is a circle stencil. Remember, we already put lines on there. So the circles are sitting on top of the lines, which gives us some contrast. We have this deep pink, rich pink on top of the pastel colors. It's not going to blend in. It's going to definitely pop off. Okay, I'm going to pull this up. Perfect. Now we'll go over here, put this down, and I'm going to add some black because I'm trying to show you the differences. Like hi Gloria, how are you, sweetie pie? Trying to show you the differences. We have so many different, and I'm going to leave that pink on there. So now I'm blending the pink and the black together. You see that? Because you just know having that pink on there is it's gonna get back in there because I'm going to be doing this. So there's that. Now I'm going to scrape it. The pink might not show up, but it's there. Might show up at an angle, maybe. Sometimes people like to use rich, dark colors. Sometimes they like to use pastels. Some people like glitter. Some people don't. I have been addicted to glitter for a long time, but only in certain ways. So, there we go. I am doing great, sweetie. There we go. So there, and you can see in there just a hint of the pink, and then the pastels behind it. And I scraped it pretty well so that I didn't leave it yucky. Put that away. Now I have this. This is laser iridescent paste, right? So everything else that's on here, I'm going to kind of give the hint of iridescence. So I'm going to put this down so that I only grab a little bit. And I'm just going to highlight. And it's still got a little bit of black on there. Highlight this on top of the texture that's already there. And this is just a palette knife. No stencil. We've already put some lines on there. We've already got some texture in the background. This just accents it. That's all it does. Because hi Chiquita. I just have messaged you, lady. Don't know where you live. Didn't know you were live. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm involved in the Trashy to Treasure Thursday with Kathy, and I didn't realize it was Thursday, so I put a video up earlier in the week, and I wanted to make sure and get one up today. So I'm working with the items that I had shown in the last video. This is a paper towel. The cardboard center of a paper towel roll, cut in half, cut open and then laid flat. I did paste, modeling paste through a stencil. Then we gessoed it. Then we sprayed it with these beautiful, this one wasn't as light, with the beautiful pink. Hi, Martha. Hi, sweetie. And then we did bright pink. We did black, and now we're doing iridescent. And guess what? We're going to cut this up to be ATCs or twinchies when we get to that point. So this one's got to dry. This one has, which one? This one has clear gesso on it. So we're going to work with clear gesso now. Because what we've done so far is we've worked with no gesso, white gesso, clear gesso, and we want to see what else we can do, right? Because we're going to make twinchies and ATCs and ATC coins out of all of this. So this one, let's go ahead and paint it with the pink, and then we'll spray on top of that instead of using gesso. So if you watch this whole video, you'll see us use clear gesso behind this paint. You'll see us use no gesso. You'll see me use white gesso, and then you can decide what you think is the best and why you want to use these particular products. Okay, that helps. And I'm doing it on recycling so that we can save the planet a little bit, support Kathy's Trashy to Treasures. Hi, Happy Maker. Yes, and this is brown paper bag. So I did my first video. If you're curious about that, my first video, I textured through embossing folders, paper bags, and cardboard. So we're working with those because it's cool to know how to do that. But then what do you do next? Well, we're doing what you do next now. And it's so nice to meet you, Happy Maker. I know I've met you, but it's so nice to see you. I'm a little bit hopped up, guys. I'm a little bit hopped up. This is my second coffee, and I am raring to go. So if I sound a little bit hyper, it's because of the coffee. So far, I really, really like the way this pink. Now, this pink is just a Dilutions spray. No mica, right? No disoxide, just spray. But I mixed it with the Distress Oxide spray. So these two made this. And this is a piece of cardboard, embossed, then put texture paste on top of. Okay, so we're layering. Let's talk about this, ladies. Let's say your cardboard is your first layer, because that's your substrate, right? So then my modeling paste would be, the embossing folder would be layer 2. Then the modeling paste would be layer 3. Then the gesso is layer 4. Then the inks is layer 5. That's 5 layers, and look how beautiful. You see how it reacts? Everything has its place. Even the brush strokes are a layer. And that's how you make backgrounds that have the depth. Hi, Stace. Melody, if coffee makes you where you show some of your amazing creations, we'll have a 3rd cup. Granny Martha, you are the best, sweetie. I was feeling a little bit nervous about being so hyped up, but I'm so excited because this truly is my vibe. This is what I love. I'm going to pull some of this off just because I'm going to distress it. right? I don't want to wait for paint to dry completely, and so this way it's just distressed. But now I'm going to go in with this oxide spray, distress oxide spray. Carol, that's right. Happy Maker's name's Carol. Then I'm coming in with this one. This one is just a spray ink. This one is an oxide. They are completely different creatures, but they blend well together. They really do. They do different things though, and that's the trick to it, is understanding what they do. So let's talk about this. The oxide is a cloudy, opaque, chalky type of color. You see that? And the ink is a transparent, which means it's a little bit clear. It's not cloudy at all. So we put them together. The oxide reacts the way oxides do, which is awesome. If anyone knows about oxides, whether it's an ink pad or a spray, you know that they're fabulous. And the ink is a very just flat, does what it does, sits there. And then we also have the ones with mica powder in them, which is shiny. So there's so many different ways. So this, you guys, is a paper bag, okay? How many times have you seen a paper bag turn into that? And it could go so much more. If I had all my stencils here where I could reach them the way that I usually do, I could do a lot more. But what we can do, if I can figure out a few things, is we can take, not this one, what am I looking for? Let's do embossing powder. So embossing powder is what you use when you stamp something down, right? Thanks, Stace. And then you pour the embossing powder on. I have been using it as a layer into my mixed media. So I put it on there when things are wet. I don't always use an embossing formula, but I do have Boss Gloss embossing ink, and I will use this. Okay, so tap this off. Then I come in, and this is, if you've been watching any of the videos, this is how I get the texture. This is usually one of the last layers I put on though. It's a good thing to know. You don't want to put this on first necessarily and then spray over it unless it's clear, because you kind of want to see that beautiful color that you just added. Right? You just want to make sure that it gets all heated up and melted. Otherwise, it's just like, you know, little gritty sand on there if you don't melt it. Sometimes the paint will bubble on me. I say that's good. That's another layer of texture. This isn't the same as card making. You can let yourself get a little bit grungy. So there's that. And you guys, we've just been messing around, and it's a piece of paper. It's a piece of brown paper bag. It's not even like sturdy or anything, but I can glue this onto something sturdy, and I can start cutting up, making all kinds of cool things with it. Now it could go further, right? We could, what could we do? If I had more things sitting here, we could do some paste, Nouveau embellishments mousse. We could get some silver on here, right? Just pop up some silver on top of. Yes, embrace those bubbles. I am definitely, you can't do it wrong unless it starts on fire. And then even then, maybe that's the look you're going for. I don't know. But do you see how when I add the silver, that's another layer, right? Just another beautiful addition. And it kind of throws some of the other stuff in the back, which is what you want. You want to bring some things to the front and push some things to the back. Aw. Hi, Mari. Soothing noise. That's so funny. So yeah, look at this, you guys. This is a brown paper bag, and you watched me pretty much go from clear. In the beginning of the video, I put clear gesso on it. And I knew I had to let it dry a little bit more. You want purple. Let's talk purple. Chiquita's my girl. I got to keep her happy. Otherwise, you know, she cries at night. So here we go. We're going to work with purple. Okay, but I want you guys to see that we did do a really fun and beautiful job with these products and a pastel. I know, right? I know, Carol, right? But these will be cut up and made into ATCs or twinchies, and they can do so many things, and they are all recycling. All of them are recycling. Okay, so I'm gonna put these aside to dry because oh my gosh, do they need to dry. Now, purple. I have this one and this one that's ready. I did do, this is not recycling, but this is Dollar Tree, but I did go ahead and put some texture on a canvas. Oh, the dotted one, you like that? This is a paper towel roll, you guys. That's all that is. And then I worked up from there. And you put your image in front or a piece of lace and then your little saying. All of that's going to be just a fabulous background for your all's ATCs and twinchies and ATC coins. I think I'm going to make some ATC coins because I am jonesing. I haven't made coins probably at all this year, and I love them. What's the iridescent? You've got to know that. This is from Hobby Lobby. Laser iridescent paste. This is a must. This, if you can get this on half price, you're only paying $4.50 for it. They run the Master's Touch on half price all the time. Now, this is just white gesso, ladies. Chiquita knows what white gesso is, don't you, girl? Here is another one we can use today, and that is, no, not that one. This one. Opal glitter medium from Master's Touch at Hobby Lobby. You know where, right? Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I'm going to get this out of the way. And I just want you to understand something, ladies. I don't use a clean brush every time. I don't clean up my mess. I let things get layered, and some things will bleed into other things, and I don't care because that's my style, okay? I'm not just messy, but yes, I am messy. I'm not just devil may care, but yes, I am kind of devil may care with my art when I'm just doing fun projects. But it also, there is a rhyme to my reason to my rhyme to my reasoning. Blah blah blah. Purple. Where's my purple? Purple. I happen to have a beautiful crushed grape, and I have another crushed grape. I don't know how I ended up with two of those, but lucky me, I have oxide wilted violet because I like to mix them if I can. And I'm thinking about using a little bit of teal with it to make it a little bit boho. And she just better like that. You're down the aisle all the time and you've got to go. Yeah, you've got to look at that. Chiquita, same with the dyed paper. I leave my trays dirty. Exactly. That's it right there. Don't always be so clean and tidy because you never know what you're missing. Okay, so we have crushed grape. Purple. No rhyme or reason to how I spray, except for I don't know how to say it. It's like in my head. I wouldn't do it any other way. I wouldn't do it differently every time. I kind of do the same. Now, this is where I'm kind of excited. We're going to get a tealy feel, like almost a peacock kind of feel when we add this. Then we're going to get in here. Look. Are you just amazed? Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. I'm going to add a little bit more blue right here. And then a little bit more purple up here. And then a little bit more of the deeper purple, if I can get the lid off. All right. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It looks blue on screen, ladies. It's not. It's purple and teal, and this over here even is almost a greenish teal. Oh, and this is just a Dollar Tree canvas with modeling paste through a stencil, and then it has gesso on it. And if you watch earlier in this video, you'll understand why gesso is important. Okay, bottom left, bottom left, bottom left. You see an eye. Oh, that is so awesome. You guys are so awesome. I love working with you guys. Do you know that? Can you tell? Can you tell that I get energized by the vibe going on? This again is a piece of brown paper bag from the grocery store. It has been, let me show you, it has been put through, and it's not this one, but put through a embossing folder. Then it was had texture paste put on it. Then it had gesso put on it. Then we're spraying it with inks, and we're combining our inks, distress ink and non-distress ink, to get a unique blend of the way the color reacts. You see, some color is flat and vibrant, some is muted and powdery looking. Hi, Debbie. Oh, thank you. This is all Chiquita's idea. Chiquita's the purple girl. If I don't do purple, she kind of cries at night. And so, you know, she's my girl. I don't want her to be upset. Just joking. I'm giving her a tough time because, well, mainly because I can. This is going to make the most fabulous ATCs or 20s, right? Okay, now watch this. Let's get crazy. Let's let that dry like that. And then come over here and get a little bit crazy. And again, you may ask why. Why, Melody? Why get crazy? Why not stay safe? Why not play within the boundaries of what we all think is normal? Because I'm not normal. I'm very, very, very much not normal. I think normal and perfect and all that is extremely overrated. I don't buy into it. And so I just do wild and crazy things. So this is still wet. You see that? But I am blending in while it's wet. While it's wet. So it's grabbing some of the color from the inks. And I'm adding my next layer because layering is the reason this all works. Look at that. This laser iridescent paste grabs the color, and the only thing it really brings to it is that kind of a iridescent green. I know, right, Chiquita? Well, Kathy's not here. She doesn't get a vote. She doesn't. I don't know why anyone really, in my opinion, would not like any particular color. Like I didn't used to like orange until I started making steampunk and grunge, and then I realized how important orange and burnt yellow and all of that is to the things that we make that we love, right? Now, this one is not all purple. This one is purple and teal. And so the people who love teal are going to go, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. But yet there's purple right in the mix of it. Got some really, really fun people here today, you guys. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you guys might want to join this series. It's an open collab. It is trash to treasure. I need to put this one aside though, because this one's not even a trash to treasure. But already, how fun is that, right? A mixed media background to do something with. It could go on the cover of a book. Honestly, we could make a cover of a journal out of it. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, let it dry. This is what we're working with. This, and I was trying to let it dry a little bit more because I hate trying to make you guys. You need to go back to work. Yeah. Oh, Debbie, it's so great to see you, though. Big hugs. Okay, so then I'm going to just pat off a little bit if I can find my paper towel right here. pat this off, and then we're going to go in with this one, which is not as fabulous as that one. Okay, there's a difference. Do you see the difference here? And you're going to see there's black and crap in there because that's the way I roll. Okay, don't judge me for the way my products look. Just judge the creation. But this one is flakes, laser iridescent paste. Okay, this one is opal glitter medium. No, I know, sweetie. I know. Oh, she wants to. Oh, I thought she meant she was leaving to go back to work. Oh my gosh. Gotta hit the sales, ladies. These two products you can get at 50% off. $8.99 and $8.99. You're paying $4.50 a bottle. This bottle will last you guys forever. It'll last me maybe a month because I use it a lot. But it's one of my favorite things. Now remember, we're working with the brown paper bag that's been embossed in a embossing folder. Okay. And now I wonder, I'm just gonna do this because it looks so nice when it's done just where you want it, right? Otherwise I could put it through a stencil, but then the design wouldn't be so much working with the background that I have. It would make a new design. And I kind of really want to make this design in the background kind of pop. Always feel free to use your fingers, right? Put a little bit right in that amazing purple center right there. Get it up on the edges so it kind of frames it. And this is like a glitter paste, but it's called opal because of the iridescence that it has. Otherwise, it's really not that much different than, say, this. And this is pink, right? Okay, we're just about. Now, do you see, can you tell how when you put this on there, how these other colors just float, they float backwards. This is now in the front, and then all that other work we did becomes in the back. Oh, that's a great idea, Stace. You should do a video on that. Yes. Look at that, though. That just turned that to a whole nother level. Okay, so there we go. Now let's recap these bottles for one, and then we'll recap what we've done. It does have a mermaid feel, doesn't it? It's kind of going for boho because I still got to finish up my boho journal, but it could go any direction. Now the other thing to do, which is fun, is to take white. Right, and then splatter another layer. You're just looking for ways to create layers that don't take away from the whole big picture but add to it. Now that almost gives it a galaxy feel, right? Ooh, my camera's upset. Okay. And we did this all, you guys, on a brown paper bag. So I'm really happy with what we came up with. I appreciate your guys' inspiration. I am going to, for the next part of this series, use those to make ATCs and ATC coins and all that kind of stuff. So what I'd like to see is if you guys come up with any ideas, make sure and add the hashtag. Tag me if you want. I'll come over and be one of the first ones to comment on it and support you. I am all about getting all the channels involved in the community, getting them to where we can grow. If that's what you want to do, having fun. I had live this morning, and the ladies and I have decided we want to start a mixed media club, right? So that'll be coming up soon. So right now I'm just prepping this one and this one for future decoration. If I prep them, I do this with boxes too sometimes, then it's just easy for me to grab them I don't mind working on them wet, but it will make it easier if they're dry, depending on what I want to accomplish, right? But I will work on the gesso wet. So don't think you have to have everything completely dry. It just depends on the look you're going for. If you don't mind the white getting mixed in, and basically, like if you're going for a dark look, you don't want to leave the white wet. Okay? So everybody have a great day. Feel free to leave me a thumbs up if you want. If you don't, I understand. It's okay. Hi, Sandra. How are you, sweetie? We were making things like this. This is made out of a brown paper bag. And this will become an ATC card or a 20 or an ATC coin. And here is the back, which is a brown paper bag. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate everybody. I will see you soon. Tomorrow I will be at Kathy's channel at noon Pacific Standard doing mixed media. So, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get over there and do it. And so if you want, and if you could, short lives are killing you. I know. I'm sorry, Sandra. I used, well, 41 minutes, right? I have done 2 and 3 hours before, but I try to be respectful of everybody's time. Just remember the things that you can do with the recyclables, because that's what this is really all about, ladies. It's fun to, like, I worked with this canvas, and that's cool to get one, you know, done up and have it done. But at the same time, that's not a recyclable, that's a store-bought item, but I still enjoyed making it though, right? Maybe I had done that because I thought I would layer up with the cardboard, and I could still do that. I could paint this cardboard, tear it, and then put it up there as a focal point. Oh my gosh, see how fast my brain goes? I don't have black though. And I kind of think that needs really either black or dark color, but here's a black oxide. I haven't even opened this. Okay, fine, Sandra. You talked me into another 15 minutes. This is how I end up never getting the housework done. Does anyone else have a problem balancing housework and YouTube and crafting and art and play and getting things, packages open? My gosh. There we go. Mari's so funny. Mari, you're a doll. I just kind of think I'm like, okay, so you guys, what if you did use this? And you're like, okay, I'm done with it. No, no, no. This is black soot. You're not done with it. You are so not done. Come on, black soot. There we go. Oh, that's not very black. I guess it looks like black soot, doesn't it? What's another color that would work that I could throw in the mix? I wish I had an actual idea. Look at there. Black marble. This actually is kind of cool. You guys always inspire me to just go to that next level. Next level, right? Look at that. How awesome. How awesome. Now, let's put this on there. Jeez Louise, let's never stop. Let's just do this forever. Luckily, I do have a lot of product. I will admit that. I just do. I have been collecting it for quite a while. And if you watch my video from this morning, you'll see that I even got a whole nother box of stuff that I'm so excited about. I think the best thing for me to do is go ahead and tear this, because I'm not going to use a hole on there. I was thinking about just do this before I, there we go. And then spray these edges. What did I do with the black? Did I put it back? I don't usually put things back. Okay, so I'm going to spray the back because I want that edge to not look like it's a brown paper bag. All right, just because it is. What is housework? Oh my gosh. You are so right. Look at that. So now I'm going to smear that around because I want that black to be really black. Black, 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 black. Right. Then we're going to finish this up. I'm going to put these all over because this is a fancy dancy cardboard. So now I turned a canvas from the Dollar Tree into a recycling project because I used recycled cardboard that was used 5 times before that, and someone would have thought, oh, it's lived its crafty life. No, its crafty life is not over, right? So now I can put this on here. So I'm trying to figure out that. I got to get my, it's thinking like this. Right. Oh, I'm loving it. Now I'm going to put some black just in some, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just going to do it. You'll see it as it happens. I want to start learning more techniques with palette painting. They call it something. I don't know the name because I'm not educated at it, but I love palette knife designing. I do it quite a bit with my mixed media. It just comes natural because you're putting it on with it, and so you're just kind of trying to manipulate it in a way almost like you would a painting with a paintbrush, you know. Okay, so I want all these edges to be clean. Okay, so we've got some black in there, right? I'm going to put, I don't know if I should do it while it's wet, but I will just so that you guys can see the kind of things that I do. I'm going to punch a hole in this and then put an eyelet through it. Let's see, maybe. Oh, my dogs are fussing. Okay, so I got some paint on it. I don't care. I'll clean it off. It's the way things roll around here. And now I will put either a brad or an eyelet right there. And that will, hi, Yvonne. And then I'm thinking something on one somewhere, and then a statement piece, right? Then, or not statement piece, but the sentiment. So what do you think? We used the cardboard to the next level. We used it for lines in backgrounds. We used it with ink. We used it with paint, and then we used it as the piece. I don't know what more we could do with this. I don't. I think that's it. I think we gave it our all. Really, see, I want you guys to know there's so many things you can do that you just wouldn't think of when it comes to mixed media. You just go to that next level. I think that's nice, and I really am excited to get it finished up. So you guys, you'll see this soon. Thank you, Carol. Awesome, awesome, ladies. It was so fun hanging out with you. Thank you so much. I hope to see you guys do some stuff. And I want you to tag me and use the hashtag. And let's get the party started on Trash You to Treasures Thursdays. Bye, guys.